we can have cultural conversations that horror gives us a way in that maybe wasn't so obvious before that. And it allows you to take something that could be very heady or hard to talk about and create this like really exciting experience that has catharsis.
Okay, awesome. My name is Rachel Chateau, and I'm with Pride.com, and I'm so excited to talk to you today. As I was saying, this movie got me together in a way that a movie has not in a very long time. I was like, is that part of myself dead? No, it's still alive. You found it. But one of the things I love about it is that there's also so much happening under the hood. I feel like you can really superimpose so many ideas, whether it's in the way that the demon functions, whether it's grief or trauma or like internalized homophobia for some people in our audience. I'm curious how you want audiences to interpret the demon.
You know, I love being able to create something where audiences can project upon it. I think that's always really important to me. I never want to overly put my thumb on the scale for anything. I sort of am always trying to explore things that are on my mind that I'm interested in, and I feel like I was trying to make myself the first audience member for it, but to create something that is relatable and hopefully universal for people to feel that. But absolutely, I think that for me, my favorite horror films, the ones that linger with me, are the ones that, you know, I love things that go bump in the night, obviously, but it's that internal human psychological element, that feeling of, you know, exploring something that's uncomfortable, uneasy, something we might all be feeling, but by putting it through the lens of genre allows you to sort of look at it at a different angle, you know, and sort of engage with it in a different way. That's the kind of horror that I really love, and it's the kind that I want to make.
I agree completely. And one of the things that I think about is how horror is, into my opinion, the genre that is the best sort of mirror of our cultural anxieties.
Totally.
And I'm curious if you think we're in a moment right now, and if so, in what way that horror is more relevant and more important for that catharsis and that creating those kinds of dialogues.
Absolutely, I agree with your mirror analogy. It's one I often say myself. I think it's a great analogy. We're in this awesome renaissance of horror. I mean, there's definitely been a few, but I love how so much horror right now is being made thoughtfully, and that films that have something on their mind, I think is really important. You know, again, I think that we can have cultural conversations that horror gives us a way in that maybe wasn't so obvious before that. And it allows you to take something that could be very heady or hard to talk about and create this like really exciting experience that has catharsis. And I think it's that catharsis is so important to me, both as a viewer and a filmmaker.
Yeah, absolutely. I always call it the Trojan horse because, you know, people go in there and their defenses are not up. At least those particular defenses aren't. So you can like get in there and kind of talk about some things in a different way.
Yeah.
I have to, of course, and I'm sure you're hearing all this a lot today, talk about the incredible performance of Naomi Scott. My God, she is incredible in this, and you just live in her face in a way that it's just visually excellent storytelling and stunning to look at. I'm curious for you as a director, how do you pull that out of an actor, but also take care of the person inside?
Totally. Well, of course, it all starts with casting the right person in the role. You know, I think that Naomi is this absolute force of nature. I mean, for this role in particular, she has this incredible gravitas where I believe her as this mega pop star, but then you turn around in the next moment, she's breaking down, hitting rock bottom, is so vulnerable, so human, so raw. And the fact that she can do both while also singing, while also doing choreography, is incredible. But really it's about creating this open line of dialogue. The way I like to work with my leads is to be partners in crime, you know, where we are sort of doing this together, where it's all about this curation and making sure that we are on this journey together. And that's what made Naomi such a wonderful partner in this, is that you know, we really felt locked in together.
Yeah, it felt, watching her on screen, you could feel something very special and incredible happening.
I agree.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today. This has been so much fun. Thank you for making the film and making me feel fear again.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. I'm fingers crossed that we're going to see more.
Fingers crossed.